So I just have a whole bunch of scenery, water, nature, as well as other stuff. I feel all these things kind of represent where I want to be in my mental state, being able to take care of myself, being able to eat healthy, being able to slow down because I'm always so busy all the time. I want to be motivated in getting a lot of stuff done, but at the same time, it can be overwhelming. I learned to make fun of the things that I do. Making coffee, sitting down, enjoying my work. And then I also have a whole bunch of quotes just around here. For example, it's small progress is still progress. Okay, let's do this. You can. Good things takes time. Don't compare. Let's do this. Encourage yourself. Dream. I think these are great words to tell yourself. I see myself as anything depending on the situation that I'm in. But for myself, defining myself, I would to see that I'm always a person that's trying to become a better version of myself. And I also will try to be ambitious and always learning that there's also room for growth and opportunity. As a Chinese American coming from a culture that is generally portrayed as the model minority, as well as stereotypes, being good at math, being submissive, being quiet, and that really internalized me as a kid as I have to be smart, I have to be quiet as well. And I was the quiet kid growing up, and I didn't talk. I usually suppress my thoughts, or I don't really speak up usually, and that really did portray the stereotype. Yeah, and as well as being smart because they're Asian people, Chinese people, you guys are good at math. That's the perception of it. But also I acknowledge as well, because I am the model minority where Chinese people are perceived as the ideal Asian people, also understand that the stereotypes also overlook other Asian groups and other minority groups that don't perceive the same, I guess, ideally Asian standards as the rest. But yeah, it's also very harmful to other, especially Southeast Asian people that do not fall in those categories or don't have that advantage. Coming from immigrant parents who had to travel across the sea to a new foreign country because Vietnam War and other reasons and stuff, that I say they do come from a poor background, and that growing up we're always low income, and that we're looking for government support and everything as well, because my parents did not have the advantage of knowing how to speak English, and that impacted how I grew up, as well as the dynamic of our parental and child relationship, because I feel usually the parental role, you look up to them and they do most of the leading and everything. But because my parents didn't know how to speak English as a kid, I had to learn how to translate and be able to learn how to talk to people outside and be able to translate that, and paying bills and doing car repairs and all that other stuff. So I think it really shaped me in growing up faster at an early age, because I knew it was my responsibility to help support my parents in that way. Yeah, and based on that, I think that really gave me courage to put myself out there in leadership positions as well, because I was able to put myself out there for my parents. I'm able to gain a little bit more confidence because of that, because I was able to engage with the community sort of as a youth. It just taught myself to take better care of myself as well. And so in college as well, I feel inclined to be more active with the community and be more engaged in making connections with others. And that itself was healing, because I was able to connect with people that are similar to me as well. I think being able to take a step back has contributed to my healing journey, and being able to reflect, especially with you guys. You guys gave me the opportunity to be able to reflect and think about what I want to achieve later in my foreseeable future and set goals for myself. Sometimes I know what I want in terms of career-wise, educational-wise, but as for myself, do I want to be busy? Do I want to be more chill, relaxed and stuff? It just made me think about learning curves. Overall, I think it's just being exposed to different types of culture, different types of people, and being able to listen to your guys' stories made me as well more open-minded in that sense, and it made me reflect more on myself.